Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to show you guys my evening routine, how I take off my makeup and the products that I use on my face. I did my daytime skincare routine, so I'll put that somewhere on the screen so you guys can click on it if you want to see what I do in the morning. I'm literally just going to talk you guys through and show you exactly what I do in the evening. The first thing, I've got like a full face of makeup on because I did a shoot, so I've got like full makeup and lashes and everything. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove the lashes. So I'm going to go in with the first product. It's pretty simple, there's not too many steps. First thing that I'll use is this Charlotte Tilbury Take It All Off Genius Eye Makeup Remover, or I use the number 7 eye makeup remover. I find them to be like very similar. So I'm using this, they're both exactly the same in my eyes, to be honest. I've soaked about 3 of these, just like that. It is because I have a lot of makeup on. Usually I would probably use about 2, but yeah, I'm using 3 because I've got a lot of makeup on. I'm just holding this on my eye. Now, you could be really tempted to just start like scrubbing it or just start moving the pad around, but I find that when I just hold the pad on my eye, it actually soaks everything in. And I'm going to show you now what happens when you just pull it off gently. The whole kind of makeup look is on the pad, and it doesn't require you to like tug. As you can see, like I've got no makeup now pretty much on the eye, and then I can just wipe around it with the other side of the same pad. Yeah, I'm just doing that again. Give it a little wriggle if you want to, and then gently just pull it off. So now we've got these 2, and then I flip them over and I'll just gently wipe around my eye. And then what I do with this is I kind of just do my whole face. And I find that because this is an oil-based product, it just really helps like melt away and break down the makeup. Remember I told you guys that I had 3 of them, so that's 2 of them in the bin. And then the third one, which is a new clean one, I'll just use to take off any excess makeup. That's like all my makeup kind of off. And the third pad looks like this. It's also got a lot of makeup on it, to be honest. But basically, like my face is like fresh now. So now I've done that, take a scrunchie. I'll tie up my hair. What I'm gonna do is to double cleanse. I'm gonna put this away, we've used this. I'm gonna take my Cetaphil, this is just gentle skin cleanser. It's just like a skin wash, and I just take 1 pump of that. I first put it on my skin, and then I'm gonna wash my skin and then just pat it with a towel. But it's really important to actually first put this all over your skin instead of putting water on and then putting on at the same time. And make sure I've got it all in my skin, and then I'll wash it off, if that makes sense. Okay. And then I literally just dab my face. Okay, so now that I've done that, my face feels really fresh, but it also feels like it needs moisture. The lactic acid is a chemical exfoliant, and it basically goes deep down into the pores and just takes all the dirt out of the pores. So I sometimes get blackheads on my T-zone because I have a really oily T-zone, so I generally put this on my T-zone a couple of times a week. This is the lactic acid, 10% with hyaluronic acid. I'm going to link everything down below in case you guys want to get anything and you know exactly what I'm using. But yeah, I'll use this like a couple times a week. I'll alternate between that and the Retinol, which is 0.5%. Retinol I started with, I've got my notes here, I started with a 0.2%. I did this once a week, and then I built it up to about 3 times a week. After completing the first bottle of 0.5, which I'm still on, I'll go up to 1%. And it says in my notes, use a pea-sized amount, mix it in with your moisturizer. And then the benefits of this is It increases your skin turnover, it thickens your skin, especially under the eyes, so it helps with dark circles, it's anti-aging, and it helps with fine lines. So yeah, I alternate between these two products. And other than that, I use this 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil, and I basically mix that in with either one of these and use that every single night as well. And then I'll basically mix them in with the moisturizer, which is the Cerave moisturizing cream. And I use the dry to very dry skin because I got this when I was in the UK, and because it was so dry that I just felt like I needed a little bit of extra moisture on my face. So right now I'm gonna go in with the lactic acid. I literally just put a little bit of it, and then like I said, I kind of just put it into my, I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of just patting it in instead of putting it directly on my face. I'm just putting it on my hands and then patting it into my skin. So that's the lactic acid done. And then I'll put on my moisturizer. So I take about that much, mix it in. Again, it's just a pea-sized amount. And then I just make sure I've covered all my face. And I also make sure I take it down to my neck as well. And that I've got my neck covered, I like to do that and give myself a little massage. I will take the rose hip oil, just like a tiny bit, like a couple of drops, like 3 drops. And that's it. That is what I do for my skincare, and I do that every single night. Feels like it's been well moisturized. And then whatever's left over, I'll just make sure I'm putting into my hands, because we must moisturize our hands. I've got my castor oil in this little container that I think I got from Muji or Amazon, and I'll literally put about that much of it on my finger. I don't know if you can see that. Basically just like a drop. I'll do this and then I'll kind of work it in. I've noticed a massive difference on my brows since I've been using this every evening, but this is the kind of thing that you need to be using religiously. Like, I only saw a difference when I was using it for like 3 months religiously. Final thing that I do is sometimes I will put some Vaseline just on my lashes. I tried to do the castor oil thing, it went on my eyeball and it was very uncomfortable because it's so thick, so I wouldn't advise doing that. It also can be quite painful. So just take a little bit of Vaseline and kind of just push them up and like just work it in a little bit. I do that every evening. And then the only other thing I do, which I'll talk more about in my hair care routine, is I use the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density, and I'll just put a couple of drops of it in the front of my hair here and kind of just massage it in. I'm not going to do that, actually, I could do it now. What I'll do is, so I'll just take like one, I'll squeeze it to like 1 pump, so that's like halfway through, and then I'll put a few drops here and a few drops on this side, and kind of just do it quite sparsely. What I do is I get in there with my fingers and it's kind of a similar thing to what I did to my brows. I just make sure I'm getting the blood circulation moving in that area, so I just give it like a little massage. I basically do this every morning and every night, and I have seen a difference in the front of my hair. That's it. That's basically what I do. And yeah, I'm ready for bed. So I'm not going to bed because I'm actually going to my friend's house. I'm going to shower now and take all this stuff off my face, do my makeup, and then actually do it all again before I go to sleep. However, it was worth it because I did the video for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next video.